Once again, Martin Lemay with Tony Marinero. This is a success story. You know, that blog, everybody's watching it. People's talking about it.
My mother loves it. She thinks
Barack,
it's great.
Barack Obama spoke about it. Everybody's
Is that right? Huh?
Is that right?
Well,
all right.
you know what? We know we've made it when Rob Ford speaks about us. So until then,
Exactly. All right, Canadians playing two games this weekend. The first one tonight against the Washington Capitals and tomorrow against the Penguins. What are your expectations for those games, knowing what we know about the Canadians?
I think it's going to be a very difficult weekend. The most difficult weekend the Canadians have had this year. And take a look at the situation. If Washington's coming off a win or a much better performance against Pittsburgh, it's probably a little different. But Washington will be there. They'll be waiting for the Montreal Canadiens. They'll be playing in front of their fans where they lost last game. They're going to have the last line change. It's going to be tough for the Canadiens to match up against Ovechkin, who's having an unbelievable season thus far this year. Peter Budaj gets the assignment. He's been good for the Montreal Canadiens. But you know what? Although they're beatable teams, I have to tell you, unless Peter Budaj or Carey Price are a first star of a hockey game tonight or tomorrow, I think the Canadians are going to drop both games.
I don't agree with you for a couple of reasons. First one, I like the way Canadians play defensively with those scoring chances they give to the other team. And we start to see, and I don't think it's just a one-game, one-hit wonder about the offense. I think we're going to see some stuff going on between Darnay and Pacioretty. The power play is still a good one in the league. And I think the Canadians can expose the speed of the defensive squad of the Washington Capitals.
To do that, you're going to have to forecheck with two men in and be aggressive. If you sit back and you trap 1-2-2, you're not going to be exposing their D.
We'll see about that. I think it's a matter of more how you defend after that, how you go get on the other side, and when you get on the other side, how you manufacture those goals. But let's talk about what happened to the Canadiens last night. They have a delayed flight yesterday, and they were stuck at the airport for 7 hours. So this is make me think, oh, maybe my prediction is not good enough. But like you said, Budaj is going to be there, etc. The game who I'm really very worried about, it's the one against the Capitals, because in Montreal, the Canadians going to be there in front of their fans, and the Penguins playing tonight too. So both teams going to have two games in 24 hours. And Marc-André Fleury is allergic to the Bell Center like Henrik Lundqvist is. So I expect good things from the Canadians.
They're probably going to give him some Claritin then before the game.
What?
Des pilules d'énergie. But hey, what do you do when you're stuck at the airport for 7 hours, by the way?
I don't know. You play cards to the
You
wall.
play PS Vita, you play
Candy
cards.
Crush. Candy Crush.
You buy some combos. I mean, what do you do exactly?
I don't know. I didn't even know if they stay at the airport for 7 hours. I guess so. So
Sleep.
Anyway, Canadians going to be back. So you think they're going to drop both of them?
I think so.
I hope and I wish they better win both of those games. It's not impossible. Those two goalies can be the first star of the game. So
listen, if they win the two games, that'll give them 3 in a row. That'll give them maybe the confidence that they need to stop playing 500 and to go on a little bit of a roll here. But I mean, this could be a turning point in their season. If they win both games, it'll give them the confidence to continue and say, hey, you know what? We got a pretty good team. If they drop both those games, at that point, they know they're going to have to roll up their sleeves and say, hey, we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Exactly. Talk about football a little bit. Manning, Brady. How can we pass on that one, even if the Grey Cup is played this weekend?
Best rivalry, head-to-head rivalry between two athletes in all of National Football League has been for the longest time. The Broncos have been absolutely unbelievable this year. The Patriots a little bit more vulnerable, but it's going to be played in New England. Probably a little bit of cold weather. It's not going to be easy. Anytime there's a big game, Brady and Belichick have this one circled on their calendar for the longest time. We saw what happened with Brady last game. We saw the fact he threw away the ball. We saw the fact that they didn't think it was a flag. They thought that they should have won the game. I believe the New England Patriots are going to be 100% ready to win this game. Are Denver a better team? I believe so. Can Denver win this game? Easily. But at the same time, I think New England will be ready, and I think the Patriots win this game this weekend.
I'm with you on that one. I think it's time for Gronkowski to be on the roll. You know, he's been back since a couple of games now. You have to be dominant like he was before, and motivation is it. It's the gas. It's the fuel of Tom Brady. You know, where his motivation is there. You know, Tom Brady is going to be there, and it's at Foxborough. Bad weather, can expect some snow or cold weather. So I can't wait to see that game and see Brady and the Patriots win that game. Talk about bad weather. Talk to me about that Grey Cup in Regina.
Look, you know what? I think Hamilton was a little bit lucky to get there. I don't want to take anything away from them. At the end of the day, you make your own luck, but we see that the Alouettes could have clearly beaten Hamilton.
Yep.
Toronto didn't have a strong second half in their game, but although Hamilton, this Grey Cup is also up for grabs, but at the end of the day, the fact that, you know what, there's home field advantage. There's not going to be a 12th man on the field this time around for Saskatchewan. And the fact that I think Saskatchewan's a better team than Hamilton, I think it's Saskatchewan's Grey Cup to lose.
There's going to be 12 men on the field. It's not going to be 13 men.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I think, like you do,
Mm-hmm.
the Rough Riders is going to win that game because whether better QB or better one QB in Saskatchewan instead of those two in Hamilton.
Yep.
So with all...
Give me a score.
a high one because there are going to be a lot of turnovers.
All right.
Point from turnovers is going to be like 30...
127, Saskatchewan.
37-27.
Wow, that's a good Grey Cup.
It's going to be a good Grey Cup. It's always good. The Grey Cup, it's always a great match to watch.
All right, where are you watching it?
I'm not watching.
You want to go to Saskatchewan?
No, no way. Have a good weekend.
Cheers.